Hello guys, and we're here today with another very awesome video. We're here today with a Monarch deck profile because they did just come out in the TCG, and honestly I am not certain on Monarchs because they do have a little bit of a consistency issue despite the fact that they got a variety of really awesome cards that help them with consistency, running a whole bunch of cards that do not work by themselves. For example, yeah, I'm running the BLS and obviously he doesn't work by himself if you have nothing in grave, but Erebus and Aether and all these Monarch monsters, if you top deck them and you have nothing on the field, you can't really do much with them. So that is a downside. Tenacity doesn't work by itself. Deity doesn't work by itself. Stormforth, Return, and True Monarch Dominion, none of those cards work by themselves. Even Monarch Corrupt. I would like to say that this card kind of works by itself. You need cards in the graveyard, but you don't have to have anything special. You don't need to have a Monarch in hand. And even Idea, which will summon out even if you don't have a Monarch in your hand, but then you don't really get much unless you have a Monarch in your hand to tribute summon. So it's just a whole bunch of cards that don't work by themselves, and that just really annoys me because it's like sometimes you have all the other cards but you don't have a Monarch to use Tenacity. Or sometimes you don't have a Monarch spell card to use Deity with. Or maybe you don't have Idea. And that just gets really annoying with me, and I just seem to have bad luck with it. But anyways, BLS, of course, light darks, we're running 6 of each, and so I see no reason. And then let's go Erebus. Erebus will allow us to return to the deck one card from either your opponent's hand, field, or graveyard, who is pretty much a removal monster. Gets rid of anything pretty much, and does not target, I believe. Yes, does not target, so that is really, really nice. And if he's in the graveyard, you can ditch a Monarch spell, a trap card, and then add a Monarch monster to your hand. That has 2400 or more attack and 1000 defense. It doesn't actually have to be a Monarch monster, so you could add Majesty's Fiend if you want. The Estelos is kind of like Caius, where he'll instead of sending it back to the deck, he'll get rid of a card from your opponent's hand and send it to the graveyard. And the awesome thing about him is that he gets you to look at your opponent's hand, so that gives you a lot of information. You get to select, but he is at random. If you choose the hand, he is not, so if you get to go first, he's a great card to go first with. If you don't want to run Theastelos, I would recommend Zaborg, but then you'd have to take out this card and put in these 5 cards actually, and then put in a extra deck. And then Aether will summon out a Monarch monster, or a monster with 2400 or more attack and 1000 defense from your deck, and then it'll get bounced to your hand during your end phase. So that is something to know. And during your opponent's turn, you can tribute summon her. Is it a her? Is it a he? It's a Monarch. I'm guessing it's a he. We're using monsters you control, obviously. If you have Monarch Stormforth, you can use one monster your opponent controls, so that is a combo to note. Eidos will give you an extra tribute summon this turn, and if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to special summon out Idea. And an Idea, if it's no more special summoned, will special summon out Eidos. And then you can get that extra normal tribute summon. So there you go, 2 tributes for any of these guys. And if it's sent to the graveyard, you can add one Banish Monarch spell trap card, this guy, to your deck to your hand. Idea is also searchable by Rhoda, and what we run 1/1 because I'd rather special summon the monster. And so 1/1 just allows you to special summon her. Regeki, of course. Deity, ditch a Monarch spell trap card and draw 2 cards, and then if this card is in your graveyard, you can banish it, reveal 3 Monarch spell trap cards, and your opponent chooses one of them and adds them to your hand. Its variety depends on the scenario. If you might reveal this card, you might reveal Original Monarch or Monarch Stormforth. It depends on the scenario what you want. But if you have not used Tenacity, reveal 3 Tenacity so you can get whatever you want. Tenacity allows you to reveal one monster with 2400 and 1000 defense, or 2800 and 1000 defense, such as these guys. And then you get to add one Monarch spell trap card from your deck to your hand. So you can search out Stormforth, you can search out Deity, Dominion, Return, any of these guys. I'm starting to make it even more consistent. Twin Twisters, because there's a plenty of cards you can discard. If you already have Erebus in your graveyard, you can discard any of these guys, and this card, which gets its effect to add a Banish Spell trap card from your Banish Spell to your hand, and of course Eidos will allow you to special summon. So Twin Twister has plenty of targets to discard, and of course you could always discard Deity or any of your Monarch spell trap cards you really don't care about. Stormforth allows us to use your opponent's monster for a tribute summon. And so that's something really good to know. Allows you to get rid of stuff. In the mirror match, if your opponent has a tribute summon monster, you can just tribute that one monster to summon out a level 8 Airbase or Aether or Theastelos, so that's really nice. And then of course return of the Monarch. If you tribute summon a monster, you can add a monster with 2800 and 1000 defense with a different name, and then tribute summon a monster to your hand. So it allows you to set up for future plays, allows us to get more consistency and more plays in, and so that's really nice. And then True Monarch Dominion allows, the main thing that I like about this, I don't care about the soft lock it puts on the extra deck because I think that's really easy to get around. What I care more about is the fact that you can reduce one of your Monarch's monsters level by 2 while it's in the hand and while it's on the field until the end of the turn. And so that's what makes it so good, because if you had this card and then Eidos and any of your Monarchs, you can activate the summon Eidos, you get you an extra tribute summon, and then you can reduce any of these guys' levels to 6 and boom, tribute summon using Eidos. So that's the important thing. Also, if they attack a monster, they gain 800 attack during damage calculation. And so that's nice. Honestly, if you're going to do something against the extra deck and you really want to hurt the extra deck, this is not the way to go. It'd be better to run Zaborg, which I have done a build on Zaborg a while ago. And so this deck, I just don't feel like it's good for the lock. It's good for the reducing level, which helps out with overall consistency. But unfortunately, you'll have to not have an extra deck. Although technically you could still activate this and have an extra deck, your opponent just wouldn't be locked, and then you could still play the board. And then Monarch Erupt. This is a card that says you have to have no cards in your extra deck. It's a skill drain while you control tribute summon monster. Actually, no. All you have to do is control it. In order to activate this card, you have to control a tribute summon monster. So if you have this guy, they summon Skullcrobat Joker, and you flip this card, it gets negated. And then they would get Skullcrobat Joker will still be negated. So that's really great. Again, it's another extra deck lock, pretty much just being able to negate all the effects. No infinity for my opponent and the whatnot. So this card's just really nice. But if you have no tribute summon monsters during your end phase, it gets sent to the graveyard. So you want to place down another tribute summon monster quickly. Original Monarch, we only want 2. You may want to put this up to 3 because you really do not want to have both of these cards in your graveyard. Because if you do, you might end up losing that game. Because this card allows you to target 2 Monarch spell trap cards, including itself, shuffle it in deck, draw 1 card. So it just helps with that draw power and then even more cycling. And then if it's in the graveyard, you can banish a Monarch spell trap card to summon it out as a monster with 1000 attack and 2400 defense. And so pretty much you want 1 in grave and then 1 on the field, so that way you can return all your Monarch spell trap cards, get more draw power, and you cannot deck out. It's practically impossible while you have Monarch spell trap cards in your graveyard to deck out with this card. It says that if you have 0 cards in deck, you can activate it during your turn, put 2 more, draw 1, so now you have 1 card in your deck. Then during your opponent's turn, you can put in another 2, so now you have 3, and then you draw 1 more, so now you're down to 2. Then your turn comes around and you're back down to 1. And so actually your deck is growing, so you just cannot deck out with this card. And that's what I like so much about it. And also it makes it so all of your Monarchs are alive. Once you see, because what you may be afraid with only running 7 Monarchs is that I might run out of Monarchs in this build. But unfortunately, because of Erebus effect to add a Monarch by ditching a Monarch spell trap card from your graveyard, this helps out because now you have a whole bunch of Monarch spell trap cards that you can just ditch for his effect to add back Azir, add back Theslos, add back himself, because that's probably what you're going to be adding back because he's the only removal card we have in here. And so it keeps everything live. And of course, if you have 1 in graveyard, then that helps out a lot because now you get that 1 tribute summon. Hopefully you have Dominion or Stormforth or maybe an Eidos in grave. And then of course Solemn Strike, 2 of effect failure is a bitch, and this card can negate effect failure. And yeah, that is it for the deck. Again, I don't feel like it's very consistent. It's very easy to stop. You summon idea, your opponent effect failures, you have to pass turn. There's no getting around that because if you used your normal summon, you can't do anything unless you want to play double summon. And so this deck, I just feel it has consistency problem because if you top deck any of these cards, have no card in the field, and this is the only card in your hand, you can't do anything. If you top deck this card, you could summon a monster, but that won't get you much. Top deck this card, not going to be able to do anything. Won't be able to do anything. That you'll be able to do. Nope, nope, yes, no, because you don't have anything in hand. So if you wanted to, you could try to fix this consistency problem by maybe getting rid of Twin Tracer or maybe MST, but I'm not sure if that would be better. Stormforth obviously wouldn't work out, and then return and these cards. Like, none of these cards really work by themselves. While your opponent, if you could get rid of their entire field, they could top deck Monkey Board and be set to go. And that's what's so annoying, is that there's nothing that this deck can top deck when it really needs to and be able to go. and I just find that very annoying with this deck. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this deck. Tell me, do you guys think Monarchs are going to be a viable deck this format? Do you think they're actually going to make an impact? Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later.